Learn Korean one word at a time only here at Dae-Hangul. Word number 77. ODA. ODA. This is pronounced as a two-syllable word. The first syllable is O and the second syllable is DA. Pronounce it with me. ODA. The word ODA is a verb which means to come. Again, ODA means to come. How do we write ODA in Hangul? This is composed of two syllables. For the first syllable O, we need to draw first a no sound or a placeholder iyang, followed by the O character. And then for the second syllable Da, we need to draw first a dikit character followed by an A character. And then we just need to combine the Hangul for each of these two syllables to form the Hangul of the word ODA. Now let's try to look at this example. It says, 언제 와? 언제 와? In English, this is translated as, when are you coming? The example could be subdivided into two. The first word is 언제, which means when, and wa is the present tense form of come. So when we say 언제 와, it's the same as asking when are you going to come or when are you coming. And again, wa is the present tense form of ODA, which means to come. So how is ODA transformed to wa? ODA is the root verb, and the first step is to actually remove da so that we're left with O. And if you would notice on our previous lessons, we have discussed rules to be followed in order to decide about the suffix that will be added to the remaining root verb. If you'll remember, if the ending sound of the remaining verb is a or o, we will add ayo. But if the ending sound is not a or o, we will use oyo. And since for the case of ODA, we're only left with o. And o falls under the sound a or o. So, the suffix that we'll have to add is ayo. O plus ayo. And that results to wayo. And as also mentioned in the previous discussions, yo is just added to add to the politeness of a word. So, wa is also just the same as wayo. And with that, you've just learned ODA. Now let's proceed to our previous 10 words recap. As of now, our previous 10 words are words number 67 to 76. But don't forget our word for today, ODA, which means to come. The first word for our review is 언제, and this is used to ask when. Next word is 누나. This is a term for sister, and this is used by a younger brother. The next word for our review is 언니. This is another term for sister, but this time this is used by a younger sister. Next word is 형. This is a term for brother, and this is used by a younger brother. Next word is oppa. This is another term for brother, but this time this is used by a younger sister. Next word is 어머니. This is the Korean term for mother. Next word is 아버지, and this is the Korean term for father. Next word is 나중에. This is an adverb of time which means later. Next word is 걷다. This is a verb which means to walk. And the last word for our review is 알았어. this is an informal way of saying, "Alright, I understand." Congrats! Learn Korean one word at a time only here at Dae-Hangul. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more Korean words.
언제 왔어요? 언제 왔어요? What does this sentence mean? If you notice, the word in red letter is 왔어요. Because today, on One Korean Word a Day here at Dae-Hangul, we are going to study about the word 왔어요. Let's start. Learn Korean one word at a time, only here at Dae-Hangul. Word number 187. 왔어요. This is pronounced as a three-syllable word. The first syllable is was, second syllable is the third syllable is yo. Pronounce it with me. 왔어요. 왔어요. The word 왔어요 is simply just the past tense of the verb come. Again, 왔어요 is the past tense form of come, which is came. How do we write 왔어요 in Hangul? Let's start with the first of the three syllables. To be able to write the syllable was in Hangul, we need to draw first a no sound iyang, followed by the o character, followed by the a character, followed by a double siyat or sangsiyat character. Take note that the wa sound is actually produced by combining the o and the a sound. For the second syllable o, we need to draw first a no sound iyang, followed by the o character. For the last syllable yo, we need to draw first a no sound iyang, followed by the yo character. And then we just have to combine the hangul for each of these three syllables to form the hangul of the word 왔어요. Now let's try to look into this example English sentence. It says, when did you come? Again, when did you come? The Korean translation of this sentence is 언제 왔어요? Again, it's 언제 왔어요? The first part of the sentence is 언제. This is a word that is already discussed on this channel, and hopefully we already know by now that this means when. The second part of the sentence is 왔어요. This is our word for today, and we know that it is the past tense form of the verb come. When these two are combined, the meaning of these two words will also be combined. But take note that in English, we don't literally combine this as when came, because that is not grammatically correct. Instead, we transform it into this question. It should be, when did you come? By using the verb did, we have already expressed that we are asking for a verb or an action that is already done. So looking back to this, which is flashed at the beginning of the video, we already know by now that the meaning of the sentence or the question, 언제 왔어요, is simply, when did you come? And with that, you've just learned 왔어요. Now let's proceed to the previous 10 words recap. As of now, the previous 10 words are words number 177 to 186. But don't forget our word for today, word number 187, 왔어요, which means came. Word number 186, the first word for our review is 피곤해. This is an adjective which means tired. Word number 185 is 저거, which means that. Word number 184 is iko, which means this. Word number 183 is yongo, which pertains to the English language. Word number 182 is hanguko, and this pertains to the Korean language itself. Word number 181 is hyodobun, which means everyone. Word number 180 is pizza. This is a loan word which pertains to pizza. Word number 179 is shiro, which means I hate it. Word number 178 is hana, and this is the number 1 of the native Korean numbers. And the last for our review is word number 177, 슬프다, which means to be sad. Congrats! Learn Korean one word at a time out here at Dae-Hangul. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more Korean words.